This is the Pagani design PD-1662. It is a dive style watch with a GMT complication. As of the date of this video, you can get the watch for about 100 USD on the AliExpress website. As mentioned, this watch has a stainless steel case with a 40mm case diameter without the crown guards and 43mm with the crown guards. It is 47.5mm from lug to lug, but if you include solid end links, it is closer to 51mm. It has a lug width of 20mm and a thickness of 13mm. It has an exhibition case back, screw down crown, a sapphire crystal, and water resistance up to 100 meters. The movement is an automatic self-winding movement. According to the website, it is the automatic Chinese Pearl DG5833 GMT. Obviously, this movement has the GMT complication. Moving to the dial, this one has a black dial with applied hour markers. It has a date complication with the Cyclops. It also has the GMT hand and a black and blue ceramic bezel with the 24-hour markers. This watch comes with a Jubilee style bracelet with a fold-over deploy and clasp. It has 3 micro adjustment slots and a diver's extension. Here we have a short clip showing how the watch is operated. You pull the crown all the way out to adjust the time. Moving it to the second position, rotating it counterclockwise will adjust the GMT hand, and rotating it clockwise will adjust the date. Finally, when you push it all the way back in, rotating it clockwise will wind the movement. You will then need to push the crown in and rotate it at the same time in order to lock it in place. You will need to lock it in place in order to benefit from the 100 meters of water resistance. You will notice that in this particular piece, the dial itself tends to move when I'm operating the crown. Now, this is obviously not supposed to happen, and it is a quality control issue. Since the dial movement doesn't really interfere with the operation of the watch or my enjoyment of it, I didn't bother sending this back to Pagani or raising a complaint, but it is an issue to consider when you're buying watches off AliExpress. I will probably get this watch checked at a local watch shop sometime soon. This watch looks great, but that said, it is a homage to the Rolex GMT Master, so it doesn't really get any points for having an original design. When you catch it in the right light, the blue really looks great. However, oftentimes you'll find that the blue GMT hand is quite difficult to read. Now, this might not be an issue if you got any of the other colorways, but I really like the blue, and so that's why I got this piece. Some additional things that you might want to take note of before you buy this watch. While the Jubilee bracelet is decent, especially for the price point, the edges can feel rather sharp at times. Additionally, while the clasp does have a diver's extension, it is rather stiff and difficult to deploy. I bought this watch because I like the look of dive watches, especially the Submariner style watches. However, I thought having a GMT complication would be far more useful than having a dive bezel. Also, I thought it would be great to be able to track 2 time zones at once, especially since my work sometimes requires me to work with clients in different jurisdictions. That said, personally, I did find that a GMT watch like this one takes a little getting used to. The dial can feel a little cluttered at times, but that's just me. I've grown to realize that I much prefer a simple 3-hander dress watch, perhaps with a date complication. Do I think this is worth getting? Yeah, if you're looking for a GMT Master Homage, this is a really good option. At the price point, you're getting quite a bit of watch for the money, and you can kind of forgive some of the negatives. However, when you buy these watches, you have to hope that you don't get a faulty piece like mine.